Drayton's Rapids open today. Adventure Cove Rapids.
Yeah,
open today.
Yeah,
they look really nice as well. I don't know
really
how rapidy they are, but
mate,
the colours,
the makeover looks really good.
The colours are beautiful. I love it.
So what you got to remember is this isn't just a makeover. They've redone the entire system. Intamin have come in and it's completely brand new system. So from like top to bottom, it's obviously still the same layout and still the same trough and everything. But it does right. It's like they've turned it up to. It's probably at the minute. The way that the Merlin Parks run their rapids, this is like one of the more like rapidy ones. The ones what we remember, like them being at the towers, and I've got some pictures here. So like they've got a lot of water effects going on. So they got this kind of.
So that's good. That's what they need.
The boats do look a lot like Infinity Falls' boats.
Well, they are. They're the
they do.
Ones.
Yeah.
So they are literally the same ones, aren't they?
Nice. I like that.
Looks good. Do you get wet though?
you get fairly wet. You don't get super soaked. But you like, for example, this. You've got some water effects. I haven't got that image in here, but there's a lot of like these different like theming set pieces. The biggest one is the boat in the background. But but obviously you can see just like the way they've done it, and you can see these chimneys. There's about 3 different big chimneys, and they actually pump smoke out of them as well.
Oh wow!
So it's like it's details like that. That's cool. It's amazing.
Yeah, little details make it really effective.
That look great from off the ride, like far away.
Yeah.
You see, like
honestly,
from the park.
I wish when you see, because obviously I've been filming the video for it today, the social media videos for it, and so when that like comes out, you'll see just how it just all looks like, when buildings like stacked up together and looks like a little village. It looks like that, and you've got that.
It reminds me a little bit like an Overwatch
that.
level. Like like the game Overwatch, where everything's like really bright and vibrant, and then like other levels like on top of the that's kind of.
And then you've got like the Storm Force on that one, the Storm Force stations on the top there, and honestly, like I just forgot how close Shockwave gets to it after it comes out of its loop, and then into the 0G. That is literally over the top of this.
I was going to say, didn't it go right over it?
You can see,
like as in over it, like right over it. So it's really nice for me personally, just being able to get shots of the 0G right underneath it, off ride as well.
Yeah,
it's so close.
Definitely, can't wait to see them.
So it was just, it's really nice. They've got this tunnel bit that when you go through it, it's got like proper lights. It's got all these pipes in there, smoke, and you've got actual like scents as well. It smells like Wicker Man. It's mad. It's really, really cool. So there's like a little indoor section.
Nice.
They're doing it right. Like this is such a bright future for Drayton Manor. Like
it
made me.
It's just
literally.
This is my hope.
It's so good to see.
Yeah. Go on.
I was going to say, it's so good to see like a UK park actually doing something of this caliber, the way they have done. And for it to actually be Drayton Manor and not a Merlin park as well, that in itself is something quite special.
Yeah, but a finger on the pulse.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And they've really, this is the thing about Drayton Manor, is they really do care about like their existing rides, and they make sure that they keep up with them. It's like when I did The Haunting the other day for the first time in like 2 years because it's been closed. Like everything in there just worked. Like the animatronics worked, smoke effects worked, lighting worked. It just all worked, and then they really, like, I think I went the other day and they had to. There's a delayed closing, and I spoke to someone and they said the reason that they're delayed is because the speakers weren't working right. Like, there's not many places that would just be like, we're not opening it until the speakers are right.
No,
And I just think
I don't want to diss on towers, but when Aaron told me that he went on Hex, there was no lights or music, and it was just literally the gondola going round. That was that would be an interesting experience.
You what?
There's
no music.
Nothing. Pitch black, and it was a full like. Was he on it? No, actually, was he on his own?
Did they get away with that?
Yeah, it was on his own. Yeah, I was supposed to be there. I missed out.
He just did it. He just did it, and then he came off and he was like, do you know that the ride's like not working? Like there's no lights or sound or anything. Can you imagine Aaron? I hope Aaron gets on this podcast, like I really do.
Yeah.
It's a legend.
He's doing a lot better as Aaron. He's
speaking to him.
I can't wait till he's back. He's part of this. So when he's back, we'll have open arms for him. So Coaster Bart Harry saying, "Is the queue still a massive left-right zigzag?" For some reason, I remember that so much from being a kid. It is, but it's not me because it's like it looks like a kettle pen, but most people just like kind of like. It's not really, as in you're still going straight down, so it is still the same queue line. But I'm a big fan of it because I don't know if it's just big, again like I've got sentimental memories from it and stuff. So and I just remember like standing on the bridge and looking over at seeing Shockwave and then the rapids. Like it's a great view when you're queuing for it. It can get a bit cramped in there, don't get me wrong, but they've got the extended queue line that comes down, which is a bit of that is actually a cattle pen. But
extended usually are though, aren't they?
Yeah. It's only a small one. It's not like Shambhala kettle pen or like Dragon Cars level.
But you get a roof, Sean.
Yeah.
All the architecture to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, Shambhala's cattle pen probably fit the entire plot of Drayton as a park, to be fair. Like,
yeah.
It's so bad.
And then it's got the tiniest little ramp going into it as well. So it's like,
it's fucking huge, man. So, Sean, you mentioned there was a path that did it split the rapids and Shockwave or something like that? Or like it went by both? Is that open again?
Yeah, so like when you approach, have you been to Drayton before?
I haven't been to Drayton before, no.
Okay, so when you approach Shockwave,
that's why we need to plan this trip.
When you head to Shockwave, you've got Shockwave, and then you got the rapids like literally right next to it. But then there's a path that goes past the rapids, and then you can watch the rapids off ride. So it's kind of hidden unless you go down the path. But where you're watching on that viewing platform, you've got Shockwaves' vertical loop and it's 0G right over. So you've got this amazing view of like both of them. Sick. And then you look back and you can just see like a really nice kind of view of the entire park. And it wasn't until I went on walked around there today where I was just like, this has made such a difference, this being closed, because it feels like a completely different park now that's like there. It's just a view, just a different vantage point that you it's just lost if that all that's shut off. So it's amazing. I'm so happy it's open again.
I'm so hyped, man.
It's for me now. It's the best rapids in the UK by far.
That's
I'm biased.
Is it though? Think about it.
But what else is there though? We've got
yeah.
The memory I have
Congo Rapids has been neutered. There's nothing to Congo anymore.
Yeah,
it has, but it has one bit that absolutely, if you get it, it's bad.
They've not got that anymore.
Is that the bit I'm thinking of?
Really?
Yeah, when the tidal wave hit. Yeah, hit Aaron, and he said, "I'm not going to get."
Yeah, is that the bit? Is that the bit by the pizza and pasta buffet bit?
It's like, it's a lazy river splash.
No, it's just before it. Actually, it's just before that bit. It's on the turn before you come out. Before you enter the tunnel.
But for me, like with Congo, there's just no atmosphere on it anymore. Like
fast, it's too fast. Like
it's fast.
It doesn't. It's just.
There's no.
It's not even that it's too fast. There's no rapids.
There's no rapids.
Yeah.
No. Like there's one.
Maybe they'll build Screw Loops' Intamin coaster through the rapids trough. Like that was cool when he did that. That was a cool little video he did of that actually.
It'd be good.
Guys see that?
Yeah. But it's that's the thing what a lot of people said for ages, isn't it? Intamin Blitz through the rapids, and it would work. But I like the rapids, man. I want them just to turn it up, bring on the
waterfalls back
again.
on.
Yeah, the waterfalls are a massive part of it. Like
they are very broken.
The fact that you have that interaction,
they don't want to fix
the fact that you have that interaction in the tunnel with Mine Train is awesome. But they need to do something with that tunnel as well. Like it's just it looks like the M4 like
they should do a chapas.
Yeah, it's like
the M4.
They should do a chapas, right? Yeah, it really is. Yeah, they should do a chapas with it. Just like fill it with fog and smoke and loads of laser lights. It wouldn't cost much either. You could go down to B&M's and buy one of them lights that just fires lasers out and throw out loads of dry ice. It'd be great. It'd be really cool. Like if they did that with the mine train, like everybody wave, choo choo. You know, if they played something like that.
I was going to say the M42, but that's a bit like
What M4 are you going on? Fuck's sake!
Never even driven on the M4.
that one with the train that goes right past you under a bridge. That bit.
Narrow it down a bit. Like that could be any road.
Yeah. So,
but no, you're right. They do need to do something. Towers needs to do something with rapids. But Drayton, what they've done is that. Well, if fucking take inspiration.
If we're comparing rapids, how's Rumba Rapids compared to it? Because I haven't ridden Rumba Rapids since the last time I went to Thorpe, which was 9 years ago.
My problem with Rumba Rapids is it stinks, man. Like, it smells so
that's why
bad.
Loggers Leap is dead.
Like, it's horrible. Like, the smell of it. It's
really?
like, I'm not saying like, just like horrible water, like like stale,
like sewage, like sewage and shit.
Like no, it smells like stagnant water.
Yeah,
like just water that's been still for ages.
But I think Adventure Cove, like, it does have a kind of a certain like rivery smell to it that adds to it. I personally think, but and so does Towers, to be honest. But with Thorpe, like this, it just smells horrible. I don't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't look.
But the best thing about Rumba at the minute is the park vibes and the rave tunnel. That to me, that adds a lot to it. But again, they've toned it down, so it's not great. And I'd say the same with Legoland as well. It's toned down. It's not why I like River Rapids really.
Including the name, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
it's not Lazy River, like it's River Rapids. Like it should be. It should be that.
Like, I don't think Drayton's is like insane, but it's like you get some moments where like you get a lot of like hitting off the sides and stuff, which is always like really fun. Good, and that's a fun bit. But I really like it.